Greetings everyone, welcome to the next Let's Play. Let me get it booted up going here. Come on, let's go. Welcome to a Bohemia interactive game. ArmA! Cold War Assault. What I still say is the best in the series, but that's near here and there. This was originally known as Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis. Originally published by Codemasters, and they were a dick and kept the rights to that name and ran that franchise into the ground, whereas Bohemia has since soared on to do new great things. I don't know what happened between Bohemia and Codemasters where they split off. Maybe Atari offered them a better deal when they made ArmA, I don't know. But, which is the first ArmA, which is the true sequel to this game. But this is the game where I got my name. The FP stands for Flashpoint. And then they released this and renamed it ArmA. Luckily for me and you guys, the Steam version of this game, which is the ArmA Cold War Assault, only comes with 2 campaigns. I will be doing all 3 campaigns. This will be back to back to back. There may be a hiatus, like a small intermission between each campaign, because this game can get on your nerves, but there are 2 campaigns available for the Steam version, the American campaign and the Almighty Resistance campaign, which is by far and away one of the best campaigns in a game ever. But luckily for you guys, I found a way to put the Red Hammer campaign, the Russian campaign that was originally developed by Codemasters, and it's not a bad campaign, but it ends kind of flat. It's kind of a side story to the American campaign, which we will be doing first. This timeline kind of goes backwards. So there's Resistance. Resistance is flippin' awesome. It's basically what Metal Gear Solid 5 finally did. I'm not kidding. This is Metal Gear Solid 5 before there was a Metal Gear Solid 5. But this is Cold War Crisis. This is where I got my name. This is where I first learned about the Spetsnaz, which I used to name incorrectly as it used to be named in the old version of the game. The original translation, I think they've cleaned it up in this version, which makes me sad-faced. But this game is just by far and away amazing. I've got the graphics cranked up pretty good. There may be little herks and jerks, but that's the game engine more than my computer. But as you can see, the game's not that bad looking. It's pretty well detailed and everything. You can make your own missions, which was even in the Xbox version of this game. That was a very underrated title for the Xbox. People really modded the heck out of that game on the Xbox, and they modded the heck out of this game. There were mods from the PC version that went over to the Xbox version, like to put a Sopwith biplane, Sopwith Camel biplane in there to use. They also incorporated a lean, which is not in this version. You can't lean around corners, which is why I will be using the let me go into difficulty here. I will be using third person just because of that. I will have my weapons crosshair on so you guys can see where I'm pointing and aiming. Make it a little easier for you to see what I'm doing on screen. And I've got everything else disabled. This is basically veteran, but the only thing, I mean, I've got basically everything set to veteran, just I'm not doing super AI. Forget that. I've fought them enough back in the day when I used to do Capture the Island, which were like 8-hour-long multiplayer matches. Yeah. Screw you, Daisy. I'd rather play that. So, let's get started. The American campaign of one of my favorite games of all time, and I probably played this game for 8 frickin' years straight. Took a bit of a break, and I will say this. There are no good LPs of this game. None. I looked a long time ago, I just looked recently. It's either people who just never finished it, I don't know why, or it's people who've played the newer ArmAs because they got in during the DayZ craze, and they go back and play this and they're complaining about the controls the whole time, which I still think the controls of this game are better than the newer games, for the most part. There's some things, like more fluid motions in the newer games that are better, but the actual gunplay, I think, is superior in this one. So let's get started. Wait a moment. Bohemia Interactive presents. Another thing that they griped about with the Xbox version, they were like, this game's just too simulated. You have to like ride in the back of a truck for like 15 minutes to get somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, that's because this game is a combat simulator. It is not an infantry simulator, it's a combat simulator. That's what it does. in 1985.
Hey, Kozlowski, you meathead. I was listening to that.
Look at people we
Guys,
talk to.
enough already. It's bad enough being cooped up with this miserable lump of rock without having to share it with the two of you.
In Bonn, the
Now
G7
shut up and
summit
you might learn
concluded
something.
today after 3 days of negotiations. Representatives were successful on measures to curb inflation, but were unable to reach a consensus on a global anti-drugs program. The U.S. President, Ronald Reagan, described the talks as a major step forward. Over in the Soviet
Pipe
Union,
down, children.
Mikhail Gorbachev, the new General Secretary of the Communist Party, is facing the first test of his leadership as the crisis in his country grows. The Politburo is said to be divided over Mr. Gorbachev's plans for political and economic reform, so-called perestroika. The head of the KGB, Nikolai Stronsky, is reported to have left for his dacha in the Crimea with a number of senior military figures, but official Kremlin sources deny any split. Sport now, and Czechoslovakia has won the World Ice Hockey Championship after defeating Canada 5-3 at home in Prague.
Meathead.
You stink, Fowley.
I don't know, Armstrong. If our tour wasn't up next week, I'd seriously consider swimming home.
What is this, a tea party? You ladies were due on the parade ground 10 minutes ago.
Voice acting is so bad.
Now get your asses out there or I'll have them stitched into footballs and kick them from here to New Jersey.
So there's the typical hardcore sergeant. I can tell you a little bit about the squad. The older guy with the mustache, he's kind of like the veteran. And then you got our medic is actually out of his goddamn mind. He's probably the scariest one in the group. He is obsessed with his rifle, and he's our medic.
Valley, get those shoulders back. Stand up straight, Kozlowski. That's more like it. If I were a Russian, I'd take one look at you bunch of schoolgirls and laugh all the way to the US of A. You boys may be flying home next week, but if I send you back like this, Uncle Sam will think we're running a holiday camp out here. So before I ship you out, I'm gonna shape you up. Armstrong, if anyone needs to shape up, Armstrong, it's you. I've seen sumo wrestlers with flatter stomachs than yours.
And that's our character.
See that truck over there, soldier? Can you? Sprint there. Now move your ass.
So, controls are kind of weird. If you have your gun out, you actually run faster.
Armstrong, you see that truck on the left?
Okay, so use the mouse to look around, notice the hints, blah, blah, blah. You can only show the last one by clicking H.
Run to it and back. Hurry up.
I think... Yeah, E is shift. E is sprint, or shift and forward is sprint. And I think... No, not double tap. That's ArmA. Okay. So you run to the truck.
Okay, Armstrong, now run back. Move!
Now, I wish I would have put the... But you can hear your character breathing hard, and I'm slowing down as I'm sprinting.
Well done. Get back in line and put your gun on your back.
You put your M16 back on your back. You use the mouse wheel to activate the action menu. Let me get over here. And I can just look with my head. This is the first gun to do that. I'm back in line. I'm back in line, Sarge. I will salute you, Sarge.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Follow my orders, you imbecile!
Where do you want me to go? I put my gun on my back. Oh, I can get right here. I don't remember that singing. Okay. God dang it, this frickin' game.
It's time to see what you're made of. Let's hit the training ground.
Sometimes the,
There's a truck waiting for us by the gate. Hurry up.
you pull out your weapon to move faster. But, yeah, the controls are a little... Movement's not the greatest. Like I said, this is the first game of its kind to do this stuff. But one thing I do like is that you can move your gun without moving your entire body. Because limiting movement in this game is essential. Also, you can put your weapons inside the trunk.
Get in.
Oh, shoot, I missed it. I want to get in the front. No. Shotgun. Crap. Okay. So if you're playing this hardcore with no third-person view, this is all you see. And it makes sense. You're in the back of a truck. That's all you're going to see is out the back and just all that. It can make traveling to firefights more intense because you'll start hearing gunfire and stuff and you don't know where the enemy is and you jump out the back of the truck. You're like, oh my god, I gotta go fight things. But the cool thing about the mission editor is you can make movies. I've seen people make movies with Flashpoint engine. They made the Monty Python How Not to Be Seen video sketch. That is quite funny. All the vehicles in this game are licensed. All the weapons are licensed, unlike the new ArmA 3, which kind of get ticked off about. But there's also tons and tons of stuff that you can do in this game. It's just really cool.
Even for war, sir?
And there's me looking up into space. But you can just see, I mean, the character models, I'll admit, they are not that well detailed. In the Xbox version, they're way better, but it's almost like they went for more object detail than sight distance, because I've got the sight distance cranked up over 2 kilometers on this, so it runs. So I got where it runs smooth. I could probably go higher, and then you get booted out of it because he told us to eject. When you're the squad leader, you can basically command your soldiers to do whatever, even if you're playing multiplayer. It's kind of funny. You're like, go get out, and they'll just boot you out of the vehicle. Hey, Sarge. What we doing, Sarge? So this is an obstacle course.
Prove yourselves. Armstrong, you seem to think you're pretty good. You can go first. Run along the lane between the 2 blocks, then back to us. Get moving, soldier.
Okay, I'm gonna check something here. Options. Difficulty. Auto report, I think. I'm not sure what auto. No, that's for your soldiers. Extended map info. Extended HUD info. Let's put that on. Because I think that'll show us where our objective markers are. Yeah, okay. So you're going to run the obstacle course, which is not very hard. What you need to do is third person or first person. And then you can go here, lay down. It's kind of cooler to do as first person.
Okay, Armstrong, now run back. Move! Move!
But yeah, you can also kind of sprint crawl. It's like a fast crawl, but it wears you out very quickly.
That wasn't bad. Now the rest of you. Go! Go! Go!
Now you get to watch the AI completely bumble this up. The music in this game is kind of meh. It's very generic, but it works. It feels like 1980s music, like cheesy 1980s music. Yep, that guy got stuck. He fell off the ramp. The next guy's just wherever. They're supposed to see him run across. For some reason, when the Resistance campaign... Oh, he made it. When the Resistance campaign came out, they didn't run across there. That guy's crawling on the outside of the barbed wire. Way to go. You're... What?
Okay, get back on the truck. Time for the firing range.
Oh, now we get to shoot our guns. And at any point in time in this game, you can actually attack your friendlies. Not a smart move, by the way. They'll let you kill one on accident. But if you can do any more than that with friendly fire, they will all turn on you, and this whole base will open up on you a can that will not empty anytime soon. So, but I do like these 5-ton trucks. They're pretty handy. They can't really take any damage, but they can haul some stuff, and they got pretty good terrain clearance as well. Better than a Jeep. It's about the closest thing to a tank without being in a tank. Now we will get to drive all the American vehicles in this campaign. I don't think the Bradley's in this game. I think it's in Resistance. Yeah, they brought it out in the Resistance thing. This one's got, let's see, you got the M113 APC.
Disembark.
Oh, we fast traveled. Alright, so then... I thought there was a way to make this, like, fade away over time. If it starts getting in the way, I'll start taking it off, because it can get in the way and get you killed, especially at distances. You're trying to look for enemies, and then there's things like big bars in the way, and you can't see through it. And I'm good at reading the map. Like, I learned how to read maps. See, I was in the Boy Scouts, unfortunately. I learned how to read maps more in this game, from playing this game, than from actually being in the Boy Scouts. Sure, sure. These are weapon crates. Yes, I know how to use the action wheel, dang it. Let's pick up a couple mags.
Okay, Armstrong, you take the third lane. Peterson, the first one.
I don't want to use burst.
Fire at will.
Now, you can do a couple things. You can zoom in with the right mouse, which, unlike the newer ArmA games, it does not make you fatigue, and you can fire. You can use the V key and switch to a rifle shot, and then you got burst fire, which is completely worthless.
Good work, Armstrong. Now, the rest of you.
So, you finished your training! Huzzah, everyone! Cutscene time. You can fly that plane. It's a civilian airplane. It's like a Cessna. But... Somebody answer the goddamn phone!
James Gostovsky. Christ, George. You scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I'm keeping fine. Sarah's fine too, I guess. Tell you the truth, I ain't seen her for months. Business? Terrible. But look, what's this all about? You're kidding me. No, I ain't heard nothing. Well, Jesus, George. There's 10,000 people in that town. They can't just have stopped talking to us.
He's on the edge of a seat, literally.
I guess I'll be right over. And I think you spooks promised me the quiet life out here.
Yeah, we'll get to know that guy very well over the course of the 2 main campaigns. But I will do this in order. American, Russian, and then Resistance. And helicopters are freaking awesome in this game. Oh. Man, I wish I had more of that food I got last night. I got Ethiopian. Very spicy. Not like hot pepper spicy, but just like the way the spices are made. It's so good.
Nice to see you, boys. We're ready. Nice to see you again, James. We'll be brief further en route. Good luck.
James is a Black Ops soldier. Now, the weird thing about the American campaign is you play as a few different people, whereas in the other ones you play as just one person. This campaign you play as David Armstrong, who's your basic grunt infantryman. You play as James Gostovsky, a Black Ops soldier. Then you play as a tank commander named Robert Hammer, and then there's a pilot, and I can't remember his name. I think it's Nick something or other. But there's... That way you're not playing as one guy who's like, hey, I'm suddenly a helicopter pilot. Hey, I'm suddenly a tank commander. I know how to do everything with a tank. No. Also, when I played multiplayer in this game, I would scare the piss out of people the way I flew helicopters. Like 10 feet off the ground and doing like 200 miles an hour. It literally scared the piss out of people. It's funny as heck. And flew along with the terrain. I was so good at flying them. I haven't done this in years, so... Like, I literally haven't played this game in years. But when this game came out, it was revolutionary. It was open world. There are no boundaries in this game. Your imagination and thought process of how you want to complete missions is what gets you through everything. But Reveille! There's the mighty Abrams tank in the background. Now, these are the old Abrams, so they don't have the 120 mil on them. They got the 105. So it does somewhat play a factor in this.
Rub the sleep out of those eyes, gentlemen. Colonel Blake will brief you. Attend hut!
Guy's the worst sergeant ever.
Thank you, Sergeant. Okay, men, at ease. At 0700 hours yesterday morning, contact was lost with Everon, the easternmost island in this group. The last communications that came from the island reported heavy military activity in and over the streets. From what we can ascertain, Everon has been occupied by a hostile force, origin unknown.
Read that script.
As the only NATO presence in the area, it is our job to respond. Choppers are waiting to ferry you to Everon. Any questions?
Sir, you say the origin of the occupying force is unknown. How can that be, sir? Hasn't anyone, like, spoken to them?
Believe me, we've tried, soldier. Our intelligence assets in this area are limited. I'm sure Washington is diverting satellites to the area like crazy. But this has caught them by surprise, and it's going to be a while before the first bird passes over. For our part, we sent a couple of helicopters to take a look yesterday. Neither returned.
Sir, there's not many of us, and it sounds like there's a heck of a lot of them. Should we get some more of our guys over here before we try anything?
A carrier battle group is heading for the area at flank speed, but it's still a few days away. And the longer we wait, the longer those guys, whoever they are, have to dig in and reinforce. Washington wants to move fast, before Moscow gets involved if they aren't already. We're going to have to do the best we can with what we've got. Those choppers are waiting, soldiers. You'll be briefed further en route. Good luck. Dismiss.
Okay, soldiers, you heard the Colonel. Sounds like your holiday is not over just yet. Now gather up those kit bags and let's move.
Sorry if you hear bumping and thumping. That's me playing with the cat. He's being a speedy cat. Alright, I will be dying in this game a lot. There's also no swimming in this version of the game. This is an old game, so bear with it. But you don't really ever need to swim the way this game is set up. Again, this ain't ArmA 3. Or even ArmA 2 for that matter. Now, little boy, be glad. So, this game got me into military technology. Big time. Oh, this is the first mission. Okay. No. Actually, Fowley's the one that's crazy one. What? I can't hear you! The engines are going! I can't hear you! Land this thing, dang it! Who's flying this crap? There we go. Oh yeah, this is the first mission. First mission with fighting. So, I'm gonna kind of do my own thing. I don't really like following the squad sometimes.
Okay, let's move out. Keep
Screw
your
you,
heads
buddy.
down and get over to those trees. I'll brief
Now, the
you
one thing
later.
I do like is that it shows me where the leader is. The little yellow... Where is it?
Ready.
5, ready.
Oh yeah, the yellow square right there. That's where you're supposed to be in
7, waiting.
formation. Heck with them guys. I'm gonna go up here and meet up with the tanks. Now, cover and concealment do affect the enemy AI and how well they can see you. Let's see. Yep, they're all moving out. So where you're looking, where you're seeing, all that affects everyone. I'm gonna go into crouch mode. When you crouch, your lower profile and your aim is a little better, but when you go to move, you just stand up and run. There's no crouch walking in this game. One of my few complaints. Shut up!
Now we'll move into Morton from the left. We're Squad Alpha. Squad Bravo will support us from the right by the forest. When we reach the village, we'll wait for the air support. Once the enemy's armored units have been destroyed, we'll move in and seize the village. Now, no heroics, okay? This is not an exercise. We're facing a real enemy this time.
Sorry, buddy, I am Rambo. Now, I don't know if I still got it.
7, 8, follow 1. Form line.
I love the radio communication. It's very straightforward, easy to understand. Those enemies. Yep, those are Russians.
6, ready. 7,
Jacked up, fool! I got one of them down already. And you can. The great thing about always loved about this game is you can pick up any weapon off of the enemies. Hit him once. Oh, he's crawling. That one's dead. Let's get the other one. Hey! Oh, he's down. He's dead. Alright. Whew! So far, so good, everybody. Oh. Now, there's no friendly indicators over anybody but squad leader guy, man. Also, things you want to avoid that the AI will take advantage of. Do not put your back to a horizon. They will kill you fast. Oh, Chopper's going crazy. So let's take a peek over this hill. And you want to double tap. Oh, he's still up. Now, enemies usually go down in about 2 shots. But it's not unheard of. You might have to put more than 2, maybe 4. Sometimes between 4. Ow, I'm dead. Whee! I can kill my tank. Thud. Well, there's the first death on the first mission because I went crazy. Oh, what a bunch of crap. Freaking B&B shot me across the map through trees. God dang it.
2, 3, 6, 7, 8, follow 1.
They were getting pissed at me anyways because I was really kicking the crap out of them. There is an aggro system in this game that is pretty freaking brutal.
2, ready. 3, ready. 6, ready. 7, ready.
Die, god dang it. And yeah, you gotta lead shots. He's dead. Oh, hit you. Hit you again. You're dead. You're dead, son. See you running around. Oh, I see that BMP out there. See him? Do I have binoculars? Nope. No binoculars. Now you can also pull up your watch, compass. Where is it? C. No, C's turn. Do I not have? How do I pull the compass? Is it U, Y, T? Oh, T's watch. H is thing. G. Okay. I'm still trying to get used to the old controls and all that. You better get your freaking head down. I'm playing with you. We'll just wait. Watch the chopper go in. Chopper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have homing missiles. Oh, there goes the machine gun. See, this is the kind of games I like, where it's the environment and the AI who create the cinematics, not some stupid, freaking lame garbage crap. That's a dude way down there. You know, let's lay down. Oh, I hit him. I saw blood splat. Oh, I got that one. Some more my last mag, then I'll stop taking sniper fire. Start looking to requisition an AK. The AI does operate on both sound, movement, last known position. It's pretty freaking nuts. You can pick up enemy weapons and they're just slower to react to them.
Oh, move to tree, 12 o'clock.
No, there's still freaking BMP over there. Come on, Chopper Man. There's a freaking BMP still sitting right over there. I can see it. There's supposed to be a way you can mark targets. I call them out, I think, by right-clicking. Where'd Chopper go?
12 o'clock, enemy, BMP,
There it is.
1000.
There, see? I called it out. Now everybody knows where it's at. Where's our Chopper? Did our Chopper crash? No, he's still out there blowing crap up. That sounded like a tank going off. I'm not going to move yet. Now, we should have some Abrams rolling up here on the right. That'll come in and clean everything up. Yeah, those are sketchy shots. I'll fire a bullet. Oh, wait, is that the Abrams? Yeah, there's the Abrams. Here they come. They went way up and around. Usually they come down this way and go sweep down into the town from here. Oh. They got the BMP. Alright, let's start moving in. Yep, that BMP's dead. Vehicles are charred black are blown up vehicles. So now what I need to do is keep my stamina up by just trotting. Suck on that, baby. I think it's a dead body. But I put 3 bullets in him. There's a very loud noise that happens whenever you
11 o'clock, man, 200.
That's an enemy. Okay, he dead.
11 o'clock, man, 200.
Yep, I'm calling them out to my friendlies. Where are you guys at? Being wusses. I'm over here, took out half the darn infantry in the town. Yeah, if you hear me clicking, I'm trying to spot targets. Look at them crawling. Wuss bags. Give me this AK-74. This is where I got my love of the AK. Give me this. I just love the sight. It's a lot more simpler. It's cleaner. I prefer a 47, but I like the 74. This was the first game that had the AK-74 in it. And I absolutely adored it because of this game. Now, one other thing I'm going to go over. You can save, but you can only save once. I'm going to go ahead and save now.
Clear.
Now, if I go back, all I can do is reload checkpoint. I can make my own checkpoint. I can only make one.
12 o'clock, unknown, man, 200.
Oh, move to building, 12 o'clock.
You don't need as many grenades as you do mags in this game. I don't know why they load you up like 6 freaking grenades. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't need that many grenades.
Engage, soldier.
I am 6.
8, engage,
Oh, I'm
soldier.
8. Where? Which
Contact.
soldier? You just told me to engage a soldier. Where is he? You're supposed to throw a marker. Yeah, sometimes I like the M16 sight because it's a peephole, and then other times I like the AKs because it's like your typical... Huh? Alright, somebody firing a light machine gun. I'm surprised I know the sound effects so well. Now, I will say this. The PKM and the M60 sound almost exactly the same firing between each other. The AK and the M16, however, the AK has a very thumpy noise to it, and the M16 has kind of a high-pitched, raspy sound. Alright, so I took that. Oh, there's some more.
8, engage, man!
Also, the AK I don't think has as much jumpiness to it. Suck it.
6, engage, soldier! 1 o'clock, soldier!
And the AK has full auto,
6, engaging!
which the M16 does not.
5, engage, soldier!
Oh, I hear an AK going off.
12 o'clock, enemy, soldier, 100!
Okay,
5, target, machine gunner!
Let's get that covered. Now here's why I'm using third person. You can lean out from behind cover in later versions of this game, or at least in the Xbox version, as well as for mods. But I don't have those because I'm playing the original, so I'm compensating by just using third person view here. Oh, that building got smacked down. Yeah, that's a collapsed building. It's not just a graphical bug. Okay. This is where the town gets a little tricky. Because if I move a wrong spot, I'm going to get killed.
Clear!
Are we clear? Or are you just saying clear? For just the heck of saying clear. But also one cool thing is if you're in a bush, the camera zooms in to simulate, hey, you're not supposed to be able to look through the bush. See? That's doing third person right. Looking at you, Gears of War, and Rainbow Six Vegas.
This is Papa Bear. Enemy forces retreating.
Hey guys, you like my new gun?
I
I got a war trophy. Oh, this is my gun now. I'm keeping it. Also, you can look at the gun. There's lots of detail in the gun. Move your head around, look right at the gun. Pretty cool. Yay! Mission 1 complete! Woo! Papa Bear is your liaison. So, this is the first menu screen, and we will go over that on the next episode of Operation Flashpoint, ArmA. Cold War Assault. Catch you on the next one, guys.